Bleh. Besides Archangel, Initium is really kind of the first recording project of Samhain being this side project thing, right? Like, I guess you could say Archangel was, because Archangel predates that, and you had Al Pike on the recording later, who recorded over Jerry's bass part, blah, 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 blah. But the real deal, the beginnings of Samhain are actually in Steve Zing's bedroom, right? Steve Zing lived behind Jerry and Doyle. He used to listen to them practice in the shed, in the pit, as they would later call it. And after the Misfits were no more, Steve Zing found himself in a musical project with Glenn Danzig. They recorded in his bedroom. And again, I'm saying this off the top of my dome, so I don't remember the exact particulars. They recorded it in his bedroom. It's a Coke bottle on the neck of a bass guitar, making that weird like that whole vibe. Let's pop open Misfits Central. It's amazing. I feel like we haven't explored Misfits Central in such a long time. We're gonna use Misfits Central if you've never been to Misfits Central, you are missing out, man. That forum used to be so active. If you were a Misfits fan in the 2000s, you were on Misfits Central and you friggin' loved it. So Initium, it's just like, it's a lot of like weird ambient, like, I live, infinite sleep has ended, and I live again, beyond race, beyond religion, beyond man's fears. I am the end. Now is release. Now comes revenge. Now is the pain. You think you know pain? You know nothing. Feel my touch. Feel its pulsing surge. Know the meaning of my gift. Welcome it. What is being said here? I mean, what is this about? Now, when Glenn, where did Glenn come up with the name Samhain? I have my own theory, but there's a lot of, I don't know. I'm not sure what Glenn will be like. I researched it, man. I researched it. I did a lot of research, did a lot of reading. I think he watched Halloween 2, the Michael Myers movie, and he saw Samhain written in blood, and he was like, yeah, that would be a really cool name for a band. That's what I personally think. I've asked that. I think I've asked all the guys in Samhain that question. And they've all given some various. We've interviewed Steve, obviously. We've had Erie on the channel, and we've also had Pete. So we've interviewed the entire band, right? Like, we've interviewed all the members of Samhain. I don't remember I'm trying to remember what they all said in regards to that exactly. I think some of them thought it was possible. To me, that's what I like to call the Akums, whatever the fuck it is, the razor, the most likely explanation for where Samhain comes from. Initium is recorded in Steve Zing's bedroom. They did other stuff. It was just guitar and drums, right? And it's just, I've heard it. I've heard the recordings. Pretty cool stuff. Just like kind of like sort of like hardcore instrumentation. Some of it's kind of like Westernish. I don't know how else to describe it. I Live. So, I mean, this is about it seems like it's written about some entity. It's like Glenn is taking all of this sort of like supernatural, paranormal, evil, again, a word that he hates, occult, just to kind of blanket describe everything that he's really sort of deviated from the sort of kiddie, trick-or-treat, fun, Halloweenish aspects of what the Misfits were about, and sort of like delved into like stuff that feels more rooted in history, in the real world. So Initium is Latin, and I believe it's Latin for some kind of beginning, right? Why am I not just like looking it up? Let's look it up. Let's see what comes up. Oh, wow. It comes up as the actual album, but is it a made up word? I don't think so. I think it's Latin. I think too much. Yeah. Initium is a Latin word that means beginning. It also can refer to a number of concepts, including, I guess, Hyundai has a fuel cell concept vehicle called Initium. There's also a fungicide solution that's called Initium. There's a mentor program at Hope College called Initium. Initium Media is a Hong Kong media company. Well, who would have thought? And also, obviously, the name, the band name, It sounds like he is writing from a perspective of what I take from this, he's writing from the perspective of a demon. This is when Glenn Danzig really got into demons, right? And by Danzig, as I've said many times, it's just all like black hell, like devil wings, devil hell. You could take the words black hell, devil wings, like some combination of those words, and you'll get every single like Danzig song. Not all of them, but you know what I'm trying to say. You know what I'm trying to say. Yeah. Okay. So beyond race, beyond religion, beyond man's fears. Talking about some like really old shit, like, you know, almost kind of reminds me of H.P. Lovecraft, you know, the old ones, man, older than time. You think you know pain, you know nothing. You don't know nothing about pain, right? You don't know nothing about pain. Feel my touch, feel its pulsing surge, know the meaning of my gift. So he wants to, you got to know the meaning. So it's something announcing its presence, perhaps to destroy the world, perhaps, I don't know. But this sleep has ended, and infinitus is another Latin word, I think. Let's look that up too. Is it not like Latin though? I mean, Glenn really was like down with Latin. Yeah, so it means unbounded, unlimited, endless, or infinite in Latin. That's the type of sleep that has ended. So it's a kind of a catch-22, right? The idea that a sleep of infinity, of an infinite sleep, has now ended, because things that are infinite aren't supposed to end. So that's kind of an interesting thing, that in my awakening, I am the end. I'm bringing of doom. So it's kind of like he's writing from this really sort of interesting place, this point of view, and he wants you to welcome it. So maybe it's almost like this being, this Cthulhu-like being that's sort of announcing its arrival to followers, of like devoted followers, right? Imagine that, something like that.